Howdy Tigers, this is Mr. Kohler and this is our video brief for Monday, September 20th. It's an exciting time of year as football and volleyball, theater auditions, and all those things that kids love to do, clubs and organizations, all of that is starting. So yes, there's the academic side, but I call it the other education, just getting involved and being active. So it's great to see those things beginning. As we know, this is the 100th year of Humble ISD, so we're going to try to throw out some history a little bit throughout this year on our video briefs. The first one is this. Prior to 1756, the Spanish established a road that ran east to west through Texas as part of a major military and trade route. Now the trade route was known as Old Spanish Trail, but it was also called a Tuscasito Road. The road started in El Paso, went through San Antonio, Houston, into Liberty, Beaumont, and on into Louisiana. So a portion of the Tuscasito Road passes through Humble. And the location where Atascocita Road crosses the San Jacinto River was also known as Atascocito Crossing. And this is one of the earliest named places in Harris County. So that's some information you can share with your friends. First of all, the first progress report is coming out next Wednesday, September 12th. I've put a little bit in our Tiger Tales. There's not a whole lot of grades for some of the classes, so the teacher should be communicating with you that if there is just one grade, sometimes that means that there's a greater impact if one grade was low. So just understand that sometimes our grades are really high because there's just been a few grades, and sometimes they can be low because there's just a few. But we've got plenty more tests and plenty more formative practice and quizzes coming up over the next 5 weeks or so. I'm going to create a different video about this, about hack thresholds, but if you've done it before, you can go onto the Home Access Center and you can set thresholds or values at which anytime a grade goes below that number you have set, that you'll receive an email. And that can be for an individual grade or whatever. So I'm going to send out information about how you can do that. So please look for that video so that you can get information whether your child gets a grade below a 90 or below 70 in passing. Please, you'll want to take care of that. Our tutoring times go to each one of our teachers' staff sites, and on the landing page for that teacher, you should see their schedule, their email address, phone numbers, their remind codes, and their tutoring times as well. So if your child automatically is struggling in a certain subject and they have a history of that, you might want to get that tutoring time and maybe reach out to the teacher as well. Our Parent Advisory Committee, our PAC, is fully underway. Some emails will be going out for everybody who expressed interest in volunteering. But I also want to let you know that those 6 student representatives, we're taking applications for those. Your students can pick it up in Ms. Sullivan's room, 206. They can get it from the main office. Also, we have a scanned copy of this student representative executive board position on our PAC website. So if you went to the AMS website, went to information, looked for Parent Advisory Committee, and then look under documents, you will find that student application. You'll want to have your child complete that by September 14th. You don't want to delay too long because there are 3 short teacher nomination forms that go along with it. Our virtual open house is on September 11th, and this is for 7th and 8th grade. Those videos will go live at 5 p.m. It is something different. I personally love to do the face-to-face, and I'm sure many of y'all do as too, but we're going to try to do this because typically we only have about 1/3 of our families in 7th and 8th grade come, and we're going to see if this allows greater access for parents who typically could not come because of the busy family calendar to be able to at least gather that information. I'm going to do a survey of our staff and our parents afterward to see if the number 1 felt was informative or just that human component was missing and we need to do that again next year. So yes, look for those to go live on the AMS website under information. Virtual open house on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Lastly, as always, if there's any concerns, if there's anything keeping you up at night, if your daughters or son are just crying again and again, or if they even use the phrase, "I don't want to come to school," that's something that strikes me to my heart. So please reach out as a school so we can help solve that issue or concern or their conflict that is going on with your child. So once again, communication, email us, call us. We should be getting back to you in a very timely manner. If it's an emergency, we should be getting back to you right away. We do check our messages. We're in the human business, so please leave a message because we may be with a student or with a teacher at that time when you call. So yes, please leave a message and we'll get back to you. At the latest, we should be getting back to you in 48 hours. If someone doesn't get back to you within 48 hours, I want you to directly call or email me because we want to make sure that we respond in a timely manner. Thank you so much and have a wonderful weekend.